Have you ever forgotten where you put your keys, or walked into a room and completely blanked on why you went in? Imagine if that forgetfulness wasn't just occasional, but constant and worsening over time. That's the harsh reality for millions of people with Alzheimer's disease, a condition that slowly erases memory, thinking, and even identity. But what really is Alzheimer's, and how does it destroy the brain? Let's dive into it. Welcome to Smarty Parts, where we make the body's mysteries simple and fascinating. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive brain disorder. That means it gets worse over time. It's the most common cause of dementia, a group of symptoms that affect memory, thinking, and social abilities. In Alzheimer's, brain cells, called neurons, begin to die, but why? Scientists believe two abnormal proteins are the main villains: beta amyloid plaques, sticky clumps that build up between nerve cells, blocking communication; tau tangles, twisted fibers that form inside brain cells, disrupting the internal transport system. These changes prevent neurons from working properly, and eventually, they die. The early signs of Alzheimer's can be subtle, often mistaken for normal aging, but they get worse over time. Symptoms include memory loss, especially recent events, confusion about time or place, difficulty with problem solving or planning, misplacing things, trouble following conversations, changes in personality or mood. As it progresses, people may forget loved ones, struggle to recognize their own home, or even lose the ability to speak or walk. Let's take a trip inside the brain. In healthy brains, neurons talk to each other through electrical and chemical signals, forming complex networks that store memory, emotions, and movement. In Alzheimer's, those networks break down. The hippocampus, the part of the brain that forms new memories, is often hit first. That's why memory loss is an early symptom. As the disease spreads, it damages other parts of the brain responsible for language, judgment, and behavior. In the final stages, the brain shrinks significantly, and basic functions like swallowing can become impossible. We don't know exactly what causes Alzheimer's, but several risk factors are known. Age, risk increases dramatically after 65. Genetics, family history, and certain genes like APOE4 raise the risk. Head injuries, repeated concussions may play a role. Heart health. What's good for your heart is good for your brain. So high blood pressure, obesity, and smoking are all linked to higher risk. Lifestyle, lack of exercise, poor diet, and low mental stimulation may contribute. It's likely that a mix of genetics, environment, and lifestyle lead to Alzheimer's, not just one cause. Diagnosing Alzheimer's isn't always easy. There's no single test. Instead, doctors rely on medical history and memory tests, brain scans like MRI or CT to look for shrinkage, blood tests to rule out other conditions, and sometimes spinal fluid tests to detect those pesky beta amyloid and tau proteins. The earlier it's diagnosed, the better the chances of slowing it down. Right now, there's no cure for Alzheimer's, but there are treatments that can help with symptoms. Medications like donepezil and memantine can improve memory or slow decline. Lifestyle changes, exercise, diet, sleep, social activity, may also help brain health. And most importantly, caregiver support and routine are key for quality of life. There's also hope on the horizon. New drugs like lecanemab and donanemab aim to remove beta amyloid plaques, and while still under study, they could be game changers. Alzheimer's is more than memory loss. It's a condition that affects families, relationships, and the very essence of who we are. But with awareness, early diagnosis, and continued research, we can move closer to understanding, and one day defeating, this heartbreaking disease. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this helpful. And leave a comment if there's another disease you'd like us to explain next.